Congratulations on the film, Mr. Jeff. It's an amazing, amazing film.
Thank you.
I love it. And you're fantastic in it. What was your attraction to making the movie?
Well, Aaron Sorkin had written it, and having spent 3 years on Newsroom with Aaron, that was an automatic. Great people, from Danny Boyle to Michael and Kate and everybody else. It was just loaded with people that were going to have to rise up, because you got to rise up to Aaron. It's a lot of work, and it was thrilling to see actors of that caliber rise up to and get on top of Sorkin so we could do it. It was great.
You are right. It's a great ensemble. Yet none of them really went for impersonation.
No.
Right? It's more to the core of the character.
Yeah, and then we were told early on, this isn't, you know, we aren't going to try to meticulously recreate every mannerism and tick of the characters you're portraying. So don't get hung up on that. Play the spirit of Steve Jobs. Play what Sculley was going, you know, just play more the human being of the guy versus doing an impression. Right.
So you met with the real John Sculley. What was your biggest takeaway from him?
Well, the biggest takeaway was that he cherished his relationship with Steve. And it was a real strong relationship and a good relationship, trusting, caring, even loving. The father figure thing, which Sculley was happy to slip into, didn't know quite why that was a bad thing. He's told early on it's dangerous to be a father figure to Steve. Watch out. Why? And then over the course of the film, he finds out why. It's not good. But with meeting with Sculley, you could still see the pain. That was there. That was something, one of his life's regrets, that he hadn't reconciled that the two of them couldn't get together. And that informed me a lot.
Right, you can feel that. You can feel that in your performance. He was vilified.
It's a betrayal.
He was vilified.
Yeah, and he felt wrongfully so.
But there's this telling scene in the film when they shook hands. And that spoke volumes to me. You know what I mean? It's sort of redemptive, don't you think?
Yeah, and I think Aaron, that's why I'm looking forward to Sculley seeing it. You know, Aaron kind of put a scene in there that could have happened.
Right. What about Steve Jobs? What's your biggest takeaway about the man, Steve Jobs?
Genius, visionary, who felt that and he realized, when he was alive, he realized he was changing the world. And I'm changing it in ways that you don't understand, because 10 years from now, this will be happening, and I'll be the guy who did it. And he was right. He could see that. And yet he didn't feel he needed people. He was too busy being the guy who was changing the world. So there were people in his wake, Sculley included. And I think Aaron did a wonderful job of humanizing Steve Jobs, because with the father-daughter relationship near the end of the movie, even Steve Jobs needs to care about someone else. There's joy in caring about someone other than yourself.
And that's the heart of the film, I think, is his relationship with his daughter.
Yeah, he finally gets there.
Right. Yeah. By the way, congratulations on your album, Days Like These.
Oh, thanks.
I downloaded it today on iTunes. I get points.
You get big points. Big points.
Speaking of Apple, iTunes, there you go.
There you go.
What's your favorite Apple product, real quick?
I'm in love with my Mac Air right now. It's a little baby typewriter on airplanes. I just feel so, look at me. Yeah.
Right? You feel proud of it, right?
Very proud. Yeah. I'm writing. I don't know what, but I'm writing.
I'm proud of my iPhone 6. Seriously.
I got the bigger one.
I got the big one too. Because every one of those Google people were like, oh, my screen is bigger. I'm like, not anymore. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff.
You bet.